Minutes and claims. We'll start with the minutes. April 1st, 2013.
I'll have to abstain.
Couple comments, Mr. Chairman.
Okay,
First paragraph, county attorney. No, that's been resolved. In paragraph 5, matter of minutes and claims, I would ask that the sentence, third from the bottom, the minutes from the executive session held on March 18th to discuss personal matters were reviewed and a motion by me to approve these minutes, and seconded by you, that be struck, because we should not have taken minutes at the executive session.
right.
So if we could have those taken care of the March 18th minutes.
Okay, wait a minute. There has to be notation of the meeting, but all the minutes say, Tom, is that there was a meeting held, and it says the same thing that was posted on the wall.
I read,
Yeah,
all that says that we met,
right, that's all it has to state.
but there was, as far as us, I wouldn't classify those as minutes.
That's the way they've always been. There are no actual minutes. The minutes are noted to,
Then why do we state the minutes from executive session in this then if they're not minutes?
I don't know what you would call those, but, I mean, that's the minutes. The minutes note that the issue that was discussed, it was a personnel issue. It wasn't
I
there's
realize
9
that, but
issues.
it states you're not to take minutes, you're not to entertain a motion, and you don't vote on anything in an executive session. I don't want someone to come back and say, oh, you people took minutes of an executive session.
Well,
I would say I would put it as proper notification of an executive session was done or something. I don't like the word minutes in there.
Right.
I know it's
Maybe I
a
should
two-bit
just put-
thing, but I
Minutes were
don't want
kept.
us to, what?
Minutes were
Were
kept, they
kept.
should be kept, so. they
Well, I'm
should be
saying,
stricken.
and it shouldn't be stated
Should
in
be
it.
stricken.
so what, you want to call it an acknowledgement of the executive session?
That would be better than minutes, because here someone's gonna say, you guys kept the minutes of an executive session, you're not to do that.
I'll put acknowledgement from the executive
Okay,
session held.
thank you. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Commissioner Amber,
I'm sorry.
did you have any other discussion?
No, we can abstain.
Well, that's right.
I would so move we approve then with the change.
We have a motion and I'll second. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, the same. And that's the motion that we will strike the minutes from the executive session and make that an acknowledgement.
And there's two words of minutes, and that's, they'll correct it. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's do claims.
Please see.
I didn't have any questions.
We have a motion,
So moved.
I'll second.
Can I can think.
Oh, yeah.
I think for
You-
claims,
minutes,
yeah.
okay. Got a motion and a second, discussion? All those in favor raise the right hand, opposed the same. Okay, we'll approve the claims.
Jenny, I appreciate the fund balances. I always think that's neat to look at. Did you see anything, is there anything in here to alarm you?
I feel like we've spent a little bit more than we did the first quarter last year. I mean, we started off better.
Yep.
So really balance-wise, we're not bad, but we're still ahead about 900 and some thousand. It's just,
It did seem like, when you look at this as 1/1 through 4/8, and, you know, we've spent $1.7 million out of county general, you do kind of go.
but we always have those big expenses in January
Yep,
that are
yep, yep, yep.
carryover after the tax
Yep, yep, yep,
collection.
yep.
So.
Yep, and of course, we, you know, it's more important to council than it is to us, but Cube Cap is sitting at $13,000, so
We're,
they don't have any money to spend out of Cube Cap right now.
No, we'll get some money when the June distribution comes through,
Sure,
but, you know,
Sure.
that won't be till June 30th, so
sure.
we'll have to run it tight until then, so.
And where are we on reestablishment? I think it's been advertised.
It has been advertised, they'll, adopt it, and then we'll have to wait for the 30-day remonstrance if anyone
Yep,
objects to it.
that's it, okay.
And then we'll
Okay.
give it to state. It's just, it seems like a long process, but it is
sure
what it
does.
is,
Yeah,
so,
yeah, but that will help us next year.
correct.
For 13, pay 14, right?
That is
Okay,
correct.
good, okay. I didn't have time to really go through here, that's why I asked if you just had anything that was
Mhm.
jumping out at you.
It scared me from month to month, the Cadget not going into the county general anymore. So
Yeah.
it's not gonna be, and we kinda do run it almost in the red or down to nothing, and then we get our monthly distribution, so.
And that's confusing when we do claims too.
It is.
Because, you know, you gotta figure, oh, this is coming out of Cadget, this is not, you know, it is confusing. I really hope the state, I hope they don't extend it on to other, you know, down to townships and towns and others. I wish they'd move it back, because this process makes no sense to me, honestly. It makes no sense, so, okay.
Anything else on that?
Yeah, so,
I did have one question on Fund 6103, state homes, we got a
That,
deficit in
yeah,
that?
that will be taken care of in 2015. Those were the reimbursements for the homestead that we did for 3 years. And we actually have done corrections or something. The state owes us $1,421.
So
But
it's
it'll-
really not a deficit.
No,
and it really should read homestead.
right.
Yeah,
homestead.
okay, all right, I got it now. State homes.
Yeah, it ran out of room, but, yeah, it's
Yeah, you only have
homestead
so much
money
room.
that was reimbursed to the counties by the state, but they will pay us back. And then that'll
Okay.
be, and the rest of the negative funds to the back, the 8,000s and 9,000s are the reimbursable grants. So we spend the money and then they turn the claims in and then we get reimbursed by the state. So that's why you see those in the negative.
How often do they reimburse us?
Usually quarterly. We usually turn claims in a quarter to them. And that's, you know, with them running on a different cycle than us. But it's usually quarterly reimbursed.
Oh, I see one there, yeah. It looks like we started the year, the very last one, 9626, we started with in the whole 243.57, and they must have paid us, now we're even. So that,
I know
that's,
which one you're talking about. We
It's just
actually overspent that grant. And it was for EMA, but the
Mhm.
money would have been spent out of county general anyway, so we
Mhm.
just cleaned it up.
Yeah, that's good, it just zeroed it out, that's good.
Right.
Good. Okay.
Okay, next thing I'd like to do is, we have a proclamation that we'd like to approve here. It's for Whitley County's 175th anniversary celebration, and that's going to be at the Peabody Library, April 18th at 6 p.m. And the proclamation is, whereas the Board of Commissioners, Whitley County, Indiana, is the executive and legislative body for Whitley County, whereas the Commissioners desire to recognize the fact that April 1st, 1838, Whitley County was organized and declared a county by the state. Whereas our ancestors considered the possibilities of organized government in our great land area under adverse conditions. Whereas the Board of Commissioners of Whitley County would like to declare April of 2013 the 175th birthday month for Whitley County, recognizing the foresight and hard work of our pioneer ancestors.
Mr. Chairman, that's well done, and the only addition I would have on that, to have your name on it, and you sign it, please.
Okay,
And I think we have some really nice paper for that, right?
yeah, she,
Okay, okay, yeah, that sounds good. For those of you who may not know about this little celebration thing, it's gonna really be neat. Like you said, 4-Hers are gonna portray some of the pioneers and have little pioneer things done by the 4-H. So it looks like it's gonna be a really good presentation. I'm happy for it, so.
and we'll send a copy of this to Jeanette Brown,
Yes.
the
Okay.
lady that was here for
This, I'm not sure we did, I think that should be therefore. Okay, therefore, whereas, therefore.
The last one, therefore, that you said?
Yeah, it's like, it's sort of like this, Pam, because, here's what we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Passages.
We have plenty of time, we can still sing happy birthday, maybe get a, oh, I do want to dispel the rumor, he was not around, he was not amongst that group. Okay. Well, I'm just spelling.
How in the H do you know if I was around? Boy, look who's swinging rocks. Pass that off the intercom. Yeah,
Do we want to take a 5-minute break here? Until,
Yeah.
Wind it up.
Allow me to explain what happened. I really thought we were going to go much longer, and so I asked the Passages folks to be here at 2:30. So,
could you maybe give them a call?
well,
I did
that's what I
attempt to
already
do that.
already
Okay.
did.
They already scheduled, something. He's with a client currently right now. I'm not planning on being here for about another 15 to 20 minutes.
Well, then take your break.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
we'll
take a break.
15-minute break then.
Unless there's anybody in the
I do
audience.
have some
Anyone?
things if you want me to do these
Okay,
real
let's go ahead and take care of that.
quick. I won't be very long.
Yep.
A couple of requests for county facilities to utilize. The first one being May 2nd on a Thursday, Whitley County National Day of Prayer. They've done this before, they said, on the courthouse gazebo and the lawn. It'll be an all-day event. They will need electricity at the gazebo, which I've already spoken to maintenance about. Susie Langauer has requested the entire day for the National Day of Prayer.
So approved.
We've got a motion, we've got a second. Discussion? Those in favor, raise the right hand. Those opposed, the same.
Anybody planning on the breakfast?
I mean,
Yeah, probably.
I think I probably will.
So you guys have this invitation, correct?
every year.
The next one is, while you're looking and signing that one, the Old Settlers Day Association has requested again, beginning June the 24th and ending Saturday, June the 29th, 2013, to utilize our courthouse square and lawn for the Old Settlers Day celebration, which they've done for many, many years. Glenn Snap has requested that.
I don't know, you know, they left a lot of broken trees and stuff last year.
Like that was their fault. That was the weather.
Oh, that wasn't under control? Well, never mind
That was
then.
the fair ride.
That was where I saw a ride going down the street.
I'll tell you, that's right. What was it? You told me on the phone something about, I just saw Merry-go-round?
merry-go-round little ride, go down the street.
I'm talking during the phone, she says, I just saw a merry-go-round ride go right by my window. We were so fortunate that nobody was really
Yes.
hurt worse. Motion to approve.
Got a motion, got a second, discussion? All those in favor raise your right hand, opposed the same, it's approved.
That's a first
That's
one.
mine.
I missed it. Are you putting all three signatures on the proclamation or just you as the chairman?
Just the
Just the
chair.
chairman.
There's so much. Thank you. And then the last item on the list that I have for today is I have an employee who has requested a different type of phone, a data plan phone. Reason being this request is basically this individual states the capability of a calendar and internet would be helpful in utilizing, to be able to utilize in their job. Their job is the director of communications at this point. So this individual wanted to know if she could do that. I did investigate, it's going to be an additional $30 a month for the data plan at this point. That's all, that's the only cost it would be at this point because she still has a regular phone. The phone charge would still be the same, just an additional $30. So I brought this to you guys because I don't, if we, depending on what you decide to do, there may be others that come about that potentially may want to upgrade to data plan phones. So I don't know what decision you want to make. We'll look at, we'll discuss.
Who pays the extra 30?
We would, at this point, the county.
Is that different than what Michael or the sheriff pays? Do they still pay for their phone? Some?
They do. Michael, Tim, Blake, Gatton, those are the ones that do pay an additional for their phones, an additional charge.
Are they paying that fee because it's a better phone or something or what?
Well, let's put it this way, when you say pay, they're not actually paying for themselves, we pay the bill, it's not coming out of their check, correct? They're not paying anything for it.
No, are you talking about the stipend? Because
Correct. There's
Barton pays his own 100 and some whatever bill.
Yes.
And he gets, every month or every 2 or 3 months, he turns in showing us that he paid those 3 bills and then we pay him a $30 stipend for the use above for his phone. I wish we would go to that for all
Can we
county
do this
employees.
like- Are we doing that with Gatton as well as Tim Blake and others who have data plan phones? No.
No,
Then no. Barton's the only one.
we seem to be doing everyone kind of crazy all over the place.
So we don't have a precedent?
We don't have a precedence, no.
If we're gonna have a precedent, I think it should be based upon the job they do and the need for
Right.
that
Mhm.
information.
And we're doing the stipend thing with Scott Jones. He wanted a certain kind of phone, he wanted to stay on with his family, and he only wanted a phone, not a county phone and a personal phone. It's because he didn't want to carry 2 around, and I can see that. So all we do is pay him $30 a month because
He pays his own bill.
he pays his own bill.
My personal opinion is that position should have those functions. That's my personal opinion. That's also, I'm believing, a relative of mine. So I don't really know what to do there.
Does she have 2 phones? Does she have a personal phone?
Yes, she
and
does, I already asked that. She
A
has
personal
two.
phone and a work phone?
I only call what I think is the work phone. I don't know.
She has 2 separate phones.
Does
She
she?
did tell me that.
Yes, see there, I mean, I'm not being mean, but I'm trying to justify why it would be no different than you saying,
No.
I have
understand.
this and this,
I didn't,
and
I
maybe we
didn't
can help out
realize she had,
overall.
I didn't realize she had a personal phone. If she has a personal phone, then the stipend's the way to go.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
I
realize
agree
that.
there,
I
too.
thought she had a county issued phone.